Hello, welcome to Bourdillon Twitter, where you learn how to monetize your Twitter account. It is Bourdillon Twitter because on Twitter, there are many streets, many corners on Twitter. Some are political, some are food, some are just to drag people, waste their data, and be nonsense all around the app. But there's also a corner where money is being made. This is the corner, Money Twitter, where you can monetize and make a lot of money using your Twitter app. I appreciate you for taking this course. I want to thank you, but I also want to congratulate you because I know if you stay very attentive and follow through all I'm about to share with you, take good notes and apply them, then I'm sure you're going to make a lot of money from Twitter, far more than what you paid. So, and I do believe you can make as much as what you pay every day from Twitter. So let's tag along. All right. So this is the table of contents. Why Twitter? Define your niche. Your name is your brand. Bio site up. Define your team. Content creation, engagement, how to grow, how to monetize Twitter, accounts that I have on notification, things I sell on Twitter, scaling, and conclusion. All right, so why Twitter? You may ask, why Twitter? Before I go through my notes, I would just like to show you a few things. I had to bring this out because when I was introducing this course, somebody came up, or a group of people came up to my handle and they were like, how could you say you've made over 30 million naira within a year on Twitter? Is it not the same Twitter we are on? Well, I don't blame them because they are blind to what is obtainable on Twitter, and for them to instead of them to find out how it works, they are dragging. So I did a little check on my accounts. I did brought out three of my accounts to check the actual amount that I've raised from Twitter over the last 1 year. So in doing that, I sent to this mail. This is my current account Naira account. It is for the period of just 1 year. A period of just 1 year. You can see this is 31st of May to August. Okay, this is for the Euro account. This is 58,000 euros in that space of 1 year. This is basically from withdrawals from my trading account. This is the Naira account. Also, this is 1 year, August 2019 to August 2020. Now, this is my personal current account. This personal current account, I use it also to collect payment from Twitter, the courses from the things I sell on Twitter, and other transactions that has to do with Twitter. In a space of 1 year, I have a total credit of 62.8 million naira. All right. This is my company's corporate account. This company, I own 7 different companies that I manage. This is one of them, my Quest Finance and Investments Limited. This company is dedicated to my forex course and anything that has to do with basically what I do on Twitter is CPA, forex, and trading signals. So this company deals with that exclusively. So everything that comes into this company is through this channel. And total credit also within the period of 1 year is 45 million naira. If you put all that together, that's well over 160 million naira. Now, I said I've made over 30 million naira revenue within a year, selling myself, my brand, my course of my courses on Twitter, and some people feel 30 million naira is far too much for them to fathom or imagine is possible. Meanwhile, I've done far more than that, but I just have to put it as low as that for uh, Nigerian audience, because Nigerian audience, we know we can be very funny. So just I have to show you that just for you to know that 30 million naira is far less than what I've made. And but I'm not guaranteeing you that you are going to make 160 million naira within the next 12 months. You might not make as much as that, and you might make far more than that, depending on what you are going to pick out of this and apply. Application is very vital. So I will advise that as you go through this, you put away everything that will distract you, you concentrate, you take notes, and apply. Application is very key. You will learn a lot from this, and if you don't apply, then it will all come to nothing. So ensure you take actionable notes, then make use of them. You're going to have access to this slide, so you don't need to screenshot or copy or start writing down what you have on this slide, because you're going to have a copy of that. Just listen to me and pick some things that you will not find on this slide as we move on. Thank you. And I will also recommend that you go over this video more than once. Even myself, I go over my blueprint more than once. I go back to remind myself of things that I've forgotten. I go back to pick some things that I need to also remind myself of, or try to perfect things or add to it. So you should ensure that you have this video too. You have access to come over this video more than just once. All right, let's go. So why Twitter? The question should be, why not Twitter? Is a Twitter, for me, has been a distinguished social media platform where you can find a lot of opportunities to make money. So not monetizing your Twitter account or any other social media account is one of the dumbest things I know. You see, for me personally also, I ignored Twitter until mid last year. 2019, because I was making a lot of money from Facebook, my Facebook platform, and because I didn't really understand how Twitter works or how to monetize it. So I thought Twitter was just about follow me, I follow you, and you see a lot of people dragging themselves on the app. So I didn't really know what to do about Twitter. And as for at that time too, marketing on Twitter, like Twitter ads, were not really working. So Facebook was just there for me to maximize all I need to do. So Twitter was like, let's you just come uh, for the laughs and you go. So I followed about 5,000 people between, because I've been on Twitter since 2016. So I've followed about 5,000 people and random people, just any people. Then within that period also, about 1,000 people also followed me back, at least ratio 1 to 5. But there was no engagement whatsoever. But around 2019, March 2019, I started studying accounts on how to monetize Twitter, because I've seen some account like Ronan accounts, cannabis accounts, and I saw their content, and I saw that they were actually sending their brand on the app, and I felt like, wow, these people, these are Nigerians, and I can do likewise. So I decided to monetize my own Twitter account too. So the first thing I did was to buy a few courses on how to monetize Twitter. I believe this is one of the reasons you also bought this course. So I devoured them. Then I drew out a blueprint that is workable for me, because those courses, they all are they had their own peculiarities. So I put them out from this, also from the study I've been doing on those other accounts that I have admired. I brought up through, because I learn a lot through observation. So I put them up and came up with a blueprint. Now that blueprint is what I've been using since that time. That has made me uh, add revenue of over 160 million naira within that 1 year period. So one of the things I first did was I unfollow the 4,500 people out of that 5,000, and in doing so, I also lost about 800 followers. But as I began to make use of the blueprint, which I'm about sharing with you in this course, my account grew from less than 200 followers to over 6,000 followers early March. Sorry, early April, early August. And within that same period of 1 year, I have, like I have here, 30 million. I have made over 30 million revenue. Actually, I've done over 160 million revenue. Now, I have monetized my Facebook account, my Instagram account, and I can confidently say that Twitter has the best conversion rates and the best for building business and brands, because my Facebook, my my Instagram account, uh, I have far more reach there, and I've used them for say 5 years. As in, I've been very active on those two accounts for 5 years, but on Twitter just 1 year, and I've done so much. So the conversion rate for me is far better than Facebook and Instagram. So you need to know how to use this, because for me, on Twitter we have a lot of people who will take you serious if you are serious. Unlike Facebook and Instagram, where you have a lot of people who are just there for, people just socialize and that's all. But Twitter, you have a lot of people who has serious-minded business people. If you are also in that line, then they will do business with you. So the next one is define your niche. So the first thing in my blueprint is define your niche. You can't be for everybody. You can't be doing everything. You should have a target market. You should narrow yourself down to a particular niche. So you have to look within yourself. You have to look around yourself. What is the niche I am going to focus on? You have to find a niche that fits you. My niche might not be your niche, but every niche can be monetized. So you have to find your own niche, define it. Because in making money on Twitter, you need to find a problem. Find a problem within that your niche. That's how you make money. You find a problem within that your niche, and you create or find a solution. I say create or find because in creating solution, you might not even be the one that created the solution, but you have access, you know the solution to it. So you create or you find solution to a particular problem. Now, let me add to that problem. You find a problem or you find a gap that needs to be filled. At times, it's just a gap that needs to be filled. So you find a problem or you find a gap, then you create a solution or you find a solution, or you create, you fill in the gap. So find a problem or find a gap that needs to be filled, create or find a solution or fill in or how to fill that gap. The next one is you need to generate targeted traffic. Generate targeted traffic. You need a lot of people to see what you do, especially your target audience. They need to see what you are doing. They need to see what you are offering. They need to see what you have to put on the table. So you need to bring them. The more people see what you sell, the more people will know about your brand, the more people will see what you are trying to push out or see your value, the more you are most likely to get buyers. You are most likely to get people who will take action that you will bring money into your pocket. So generate traffic. I cannot overemphasize this. People need to know what you do. You need to generate traffic. Now, the last one is you sell solution. You fill in the gap for them. When you can give back value, you get paid in return. That's how to make money. You give value, you get paid uh, uh, for the value you have given. That's how it is done. So you are paid for the value you bring to the table. Now, there are top three markets where you can come up with your niche. The top three are wealth, health, relationship. Health, relationship. Now, under these three, we have hundreds of sub niches, we have hundreds of subcategories. You can decide to start with digital marketing, affiliate marketing, forex trading, food and catering, copywriting, or write resume, travel guides, mindset with logs, drop shipping, e-commerce, or Facebook ads. A lot of this you can do far as in much more than this. Depends on what you want. So when you define your niche, look out for the sub niche that will fit into it, because you cannot really say okay, just wealth and everything is about wealth. You need to still narrow it down to a particular few uh, niches that will be your subcategory. Next thing on my blueprint is your name is your brand. Your name is your brand. Now, for me, you should use your real name. Use your real name. People should, you see, for people to be able to buy from you, for people to be able to want to patronize you, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. Now, how do you gain their trust? How do you ensure that they like you? How do they know you? First thing first is your name. They should know your name. So when you are coming up with names on Twitter, ensure, for me, I recommend use your own name. Use your real name. Keep it simple. No emojis, no numbers. Use easy to remember and relatable words. You see, some people want to use names and they will, let's say my name now is Michael Olatunji, they write Michael. Now, if you want the right on Olatunji, that Olatunji can start with H. No, that's for me, that's a no. In fact, it's a red flag. Use names that are easy to remember and relatable words. Now, use very verifiable information. People should be able to verify you. To show you go to Google, they Google your name, they should be able to find you. That's how they can know you. That's how they can like you. They're going to like you, and that's how they can trust you when you start giving them what they want. Then they will want to buy from you if they know you, if they like you and trust you. So your name is your brand. Protect it. Ensure, because your name give you a lot of goodwill. A lot of things will not give you. So that name, protect it with everything you have. Ensure that your name. You see, some people have paid on this app before now, and after a year or so, they disappear. They don't come again. Probably they will come, if they are coming, they will come with another name. So ensure that your name is well kept. Hold on to it tight, because you will need it as your goodwill. And people need to be able to verify that you are the same person. So that your name, Michael Olatunji, is far more than what money can buy. So protect your name. Now, BAO setup. A lot of people also miss it in this particular junction. BAO setup. Use the ABO method. That's the method I also use. Number one is authority and achievement. That A starts from authority and achievement. You should be an authority in your field, in your niche. You should be an authority. If you are yet to be an authority, let's say you're just starting out, you should, one way or the other, have some past experience, which will be your achievements. Um, I am so person. I have obtained certain certification. I have done so thing for so people. This is what I do. You must put in your. You must start with authority. Start with authority or achievements. And secondly, benefits. What do they stand to gain from you? Put out, put it out there in your bio. What do they stand to gain from you? So if I come to your bio, from your bio, I should be able to tell what I can gain from you. So you come to my bio, you'll see that I am an affiliate marketing coach. I am a forex trader coach. Now, I even now teach how to monetize Twitter. I'm an aspiring sales guru. I sell a lot. So I still want to get better in that. I learn every day on that. So I put it out there that I'm aspiring sales guru. So ensure that you put it there, what they will gain from you, what they will benefit by following you, what they will benefit by liking you. So put it out there. The third one, which is O, stands for offer. Your offer should be in your bio, like an opt-in form, a sales page link, a pre-order link, something that will connect them to you, that will make you gather data, that will make you have enough like an organic audience that you can always relate with, you can pass your information to. So in your bio, you should have an opt-in form, a sales page link. If you don't have opt-in form, a sales page link or a pre-order page link. There should be a link that will make you collate people's data. Those are the people who are interested in you. They may not see your tweet at a particular time, but they will see your mail when you send it directly to them. So this is very, very important if you are to monetize your Twitter account. Then the last one is use professional picture for your profile picture, professional photo for your profile picture. Ensure you don't just put any picture. You see a lot of people put crazy pictures. Some don't even use their picture. They use things that people will not be able to relate to it. Use your picture, and I will advise or recommend that you use a professional photo of yourself with a good background or something that has been edited to ensure that people can relate with, they will know you. Put your picture and use a picture that is business minded. Next one is define your team. Your tweets, you already have its niche. Now your tweets should also be well defined. You shouldn't be tweeting about everything. Define your team. Your team is what you will be tweeting about under that your tweet. So your tweet should define your audience. Your tweet defines your audience. The type of tweet you put out will determine the type of audience you generate that you have. So if I'm tweeting rubbish, I will have rubbish as followers. If I'm making sense, I will have people who make sense, who love people who make sense as my followers. So ensure, if I'm a comedian, I will have people who want comedy follow me. If I'm somebody who's tweeting about Facebook ads, I will have a lot of followers of people who are interested in Facebook ads. If as I'm a trader, I have a lot of people who are interested in trading as my followers. So your tweet define your audience. So now, if you are now tweeting everything, you will have a disorganized audience. And like we said earlier, you need a targeted audience. So for you to have a targeted audience, you should also define your team. What are the things I'm going to be tweeting about? People should come to your tweet and tell who you are and what you are about. So they are either interested in you or not. So going to your tweets, people should be able to tell immediately who you are, what you are about, and if they will be interested in you or not. So you have there's like a funnel. You have only people who are interested in you. That is your own tribe, your own type of people follow you. So your tweets will determine and define your audience. So ensure that you stay true to your team. What am I going to be tweeting about? Those are the things you should be tweeting about. There are some things that I see on internet that I have opinion about, and I don't tweet it because it doesn't fall under my tweet, under my team. So not everything uh, uh, require that you comment on, that you put it out. No, it should only be things that has to do with your tweets, your team. Now, I'm not saying you will not have some random things that will still come out a few times, but like 99% of your tweets should be under your team. Then maybe that 1% can be one off, maybe 1 in 3 months. You just tweet something that is not within your team. So ensure that you stay disciplined enough to remain and stick to your team. Now, when talking about defining your team, I'll use my own as a case study. On my tweets, if you go to my tweets, this is the team you will find. I tweet mainly about my niche is wealth. I tweet my sub niche forex trading, CPA, affiliate marketing, of recent Bourdillon Twitter, and entrepreneurship. So I have 3 subcategories: make money, entrepreneurship, lifestyle, and personal. Under the make money, that's where I have forex, CPA, Bourdillon and Twitter. Under the entrepreneurship, I have startups and sales marketing. Lifestyles are just things that have to do with my personal self, my family, my wife, my children. Those are the lives. Now, I will focus mainly on this first two: make money and entrepreneurship. I focus mainly on those. The lifestyle and personal comes in once in a while. So everything you see on my tweets, if you go through my tail, this is what you will find. It will all fall under this thing. So you have to outline your subcategory so you can focus on them. You see, I'm under make money, which is the wealth part of the 3 major markets, and I focus on forex, CPA, affiliate marketing, Bourdillon, Twitter. That's make money. Then on entrepreneurship, I speak and tweet about startups, my own stories, things I've learned, sales marketing, then lifestyle once in a while. Now, you may now be wondering, how do you create content? Content that would monetize your Twitter account. How do you create it? You may look at yourself that, wow, me, I'm not a good copywriter. I'm not even a copywriter. How do I then come up with content, valuable content that will make people want to patronize me, that will make people want to follow me, that will make people want to do what I want them to do? You don't have to worry too much, because you can actually only give what you have. You can only give what you have. What you don't have, you cannot give it. But what I would advise you do is you study and research a lot on your team and your subcategories to get unlimited content to tweet about. So you study, you research on your team and subcategories to get unlimited content. Now, 3 things I will advise you do for your content creation. Number 1 is motivational and inspirational under your niche. Number 2 is actionable content under your niche. Number 3 is sales pitch, which is obviously under your niche. So you can tweet, say, between 10 to 20 times a day for you to be noticeable, because a lot of people will tweet. So tweet will, if you are not tweeting that much, people will not even notice that you have put something out. So you should tweet like 10 to 20 times a day, and those 10 to 20 times a day should come under these three: motivational and inspirational under your niche, actionable content under your niche, your sales speech. If you are doing like 20 in a day, you can be doing like 10 of motivational and inspirational, 7 of actionable content, then 3 of your sales speech. You can do more than 3 for your sales speech, but I'm just giving you this uh, as my own recommendation. But don't make your sales speech more than actionable content. Don't make it more than your inspirational stroke motivational content. So your motivational, inspirational content and actionable content should be far more than your sales speech. So you don't just flood your platter with sales speech. You should ensure that you first give out a lot of motivational and inspirational content, actionable content, before you now shocking your sales pitch. Now, in doing that, one of the things that I do is, still under those motivational, inspirational content, is that I encourage others with my story. I have my own story. I've been an entrepreneur now for over 20 years. Have gone through a lot. My story, I pull out of it, use it to draft tweets to encourage others. So encourage others with your story. Number two, I give hope. People send me DMs, even on comments on my tweets of how I've brought back their dreams, how I've given them hope. Give hope to people. Let people come to your tweets, come to your TL, and their hope will jack back to life. Number three, motivate your readers. You motivate them to do better, to get better. Then number four, you challenge them to take action. A lot of people, that's the way people are. A lot of people are wired. They need somebody to push them to at least challenge them for them to take certain action. I know it might have taken you some time for you to even decide to buy this course or not. So the more I challenge you, the more I push you, that you eventually say, okay, let me give it a try. So that's it for everybody, even myself. When I see something I want to buy, I probably need somebody to push or challenge me a bit more before I buy. So you have to do that, put that in your tweets. Know that. Don't just believe that people know what to do. No, they may not know what to do until you tell them what to do. So challenge them to take action. Now, my content creation techniques. I may have to edit this, but I'll do that later. Content creation techniques. 3 techniques that I use. Number 1, skyscraper technique. Number 2, repurpose technique. Number 3, my own opinion technique. So this will guide you and help you. These techniques will help you a lot in generating content, because I know a lot of you might be wondering, how do I go about all this? How do I achieve this? Wow, hour is gone. Let me resolve that. So these 3 techniques will help you a lot in how to generate content, because you may be wondering, you may ask, how do you go about this? You may be feeling that you get stuck along the way in utilizing all this that I've been sharing with you. So please put good attention on this. Always come back to this to look at these 3 techniques and utilize them. When you utilize this 3 technique, I can guarantee you that if you want to tweet, say 50 tweets a day, every day of the week, for the rest of your life, you have content to tweet about. Now, so what's the skyscraper tweet technique? The skyscraper technique, you do what works. Do what works. There are tweets that have been working for others that you can pick up, and it will also work for you. So do what works. How do you do this? Now, copy all popular tweets in a Google Doc. Now, when I say popular tweets, I mean tweets that fall within your niche. There are a lot of them on Twitter. A lot of people who have been ahead of you in this business or in that particular niche of yours. There are tweets that have gone viral, that have done very well. Now, if you take those tweets, copy them into a Google document. Now, I'm not asking you to copy them and post directly on your page. No, copy those tweets, then into a Google document. You can gather a lot of them. I would recommend, like the third one is that you gather like 100 of them for the week. Gather those. That's why I said this require work. You gather like 100 of those tweets and you put them in a Google document. You then go to the Google document, pick one after the other, then rewrite them in your own words. Go through each of those tweets and rewrite them in your own words. Rewrite them. Don't make it exactly the same. Change the words, reconstruct them. That is how you use skyscraper technique. This skyscraper technique have actually they've been tweets that have gone viral. That's why you must not just put tweet because you like the tweet. No, look at the engagement on those particular tweets that they've generated a lot of engagement. They've gone well, they've done well. Those are the tweets I'm talking about, not just anyhow tweets because you like the tweet. No, it is because it is not about you, it is about your audience. So look at your target audience, look at the tweets they've engaged with so much, copy those tweets and recreate them, then put them out. I said you can do like 100 of these every week, then rewrite them. Probably that's why I said for people, those of you who are 9 to 5, or you are somebody who may not have enough time to work on this, I said you should create 1 to 2 hours per day to work on this. Maybe mid of the night, late night, or early in the morning, anytime that suits you best. You come and you do your research, you go all out, you generate these tweets, you copy them into Google documents. You then um, you then so when you generate them, you rewrite. After rewriting, you then schedule them for the week because you may not have time to do that every day. So you schedule those tweets for the week. How do you schedule them? You come to Buffer, go to buffer.com, open an account on buffer.com. When you open an account, you can actually use this to schedule tweets all week. So you open an account, you can also link it with other this, like for me now, this is my Twitter account, this is my Instagram account, this is my Facebook account, so Facebook page account. So have all three same name, have all three linked together on Buffer. So what I do is if I want to schedule tweets, I come here, put the tweets there, schedule the exact time, exact date I want it to go out. Once I put it there, like I did one overnight today, and I pulled them out. I was still sleeping when my tweets were already going out. So you can do that. That will not cost you. It will only cost you time and dedication on your own part. So that's skyscrapers technique. You use viral tweets that are under your niche and you recreate them and push them out. Number two is the repurpose technique. Repurpose technique. This repurpose technique is similar to skyscraper, but it is not the same. The skyscraper, you are using tweets that have already gone viral, that have done well, that have a lot of engagement, and you are doing them in your own ways to retweet. But this repurpose technique, like you are taking posts, mostly quotes that it's not like necessary that they've gone viral, but they are speaking your own language. They they there's things you can relate with under your niche. Then you come up with them and repurpose them more, like you also rewrite them in your own words and tweet. Where do you get these quotes that you can use? Now I said this for this skyscraper you get from people tweet that have gone viral, that have done a lot of done quite well when it comes to engagement. But for this repurpose technique, you can get this from Pinterest. Pinterest is a very good platform for you to generate content. So you open a Pinterest account if you don't have. If you have, then you have a good source of content from you. So you can just come here, say, um, for me now, let me say, okay, let me not use mine. Let me use any other niche that is not mine. Okay, let's use travel quotes. Travel quotes. So you go to travel quotes. Wherever you go with all your heart. Wherever you go with all your heart. So I travel because it makes me realize how much I haven't seen, how much I am going to see, and how much I still need to see. So you come to this, let's say somebody whose niche is travel. You come to this place now, you can pick these tweets, these quotes, and repurpose them, put them in your own words, change the words. If you are going to put it out the same way, then you need to give credit to the writer. But I always recommend that you repurpose them, do it in your own words, and push it out. It's as simple as saying, okay, for this one now, wherever I go, okay, wherever you go with your heart. You can say when you are going anywhere, ensure your heart is involved. It's as simple as that. That has given you the idea. You that were still thinking, what should I post? What should I tweet at this time? You see this now, wherever you go with all your heart. Then that has given you the idea of what to tweet about. You go to your Twitter, bam, anywhere you are going, ensure your heart is involved. You have tweeted something. So it's as simple as that. So you repurpose those quotes and post that. There are some Instagram posts that are also doing good. You can take those posts, repurpose them, push them out. Top tweets, repurpose them and tweet them out. Facebook posts, repurpose them and tweet them out. Number 3 content creation technique is your own opinion technique. Now, form your own opinion about topics under your niche and tweet them. So you can form your own opinion as you practice, because anything that's your niche, it should be something you are practicing. So in your practice, you have opinion about things, different things that people in under that niche will be able to relate with. Are you getting it? Like I put out this tweet. Let's go to my Twitter page. I put out this tweet. The particular tweet I put out. Okay, let's go to Twitter analytics. Let me refresh it. Now, just come to Twitter analytics and log in your Twitter account. It will give you all the details of your everything you need to know about your tweets and your and how well they are doing. So let me look for that particular tweet I want to talk about. All right, this tweet. See, this tweet has 5,800 impression, 1,700 engagement. Now, what did I put out? Demo account is never as same as real account. I hope you understand. Then I put this picture of I think an alligator, then a cat. I saw this somewhere, then I use repurpose it, then put it out. Then it also did so well for me too. So you can always repurpose tweet you can your own opinion. So this is my own opinion of that particular picture. So when you see something that people can relate with in your own niche, under your niche, you put out your own opinion. Your opinion really matters. Now, some people might still even be blank when it comes to their own opinion. So what I will advise is you enhance the quality of your opinion by listening to podcasts and reading books under your niche. Now, go to podcasts, put keywords that falls under your niche. Then listen to podcasts. As you are listening to the podcast, there will be inspiration, there will be ideas that will fall to you of what to tweet, and you push it out. You form your own opinion about it and you push it out. You study, you read books under your niche, you will always have something to tweet about. And because it is very important you tweet a lot, it is very important people see what you are doing, then you need to work on this your content creation techniques. Engagement. So engagement is life when it comes to Twitter. If you are not engaging, then your Twitter account will not grow. If you are not engaging, you cannot make money from Twitter. You have to engage. Now, how do you go about engagement? As I said earlier, not everything should be what you tweet about. Now, for engagement, my recommendation is you engage big accounts. Accounts that are bigger than your account, say account of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 1,000,000, that fall under your niche, ensure you engage with those big accounts. The more you engage with those big accounts, the better it will be for you, because they will over time notice you. They will later over time notice you. Some of them will follow you. Once they follow you, to increase your social proof, it will improve your profile, and more people will also most likely follow you, and more buyers. The more followers, the more traffic you generate, the more buyers you are most likely to get. So when you're engaging, how do you engage with these big accounts? First, you need to engage for them. What do I mean by engage for them? Say they put out something that you agree with. Now you tweet in agreement to what they put out. Now the second part is of that engaging with those big accounts is against. I'm not saying you should tweet against them. Most of them, if you respect them, you'll probably not tweet against them. But the against that I put here is against people that comes under those big accounts to drag them. When you take the battle for them, you take up the battle on their behalf and tweet against those people that are trying to drag them. Those big accounts will notice you. It can give exposure. They can retweet one of those you become a soldier, soldier for them, and it will make you grow and also give you more audience. The next thing on engagement is you tweet against the system. Tweet against the system, but don't be too offensive. But tweet against the system. What do I mean by against the system? I don't mean generally against the federal government or against your or instituted bodies. No. When I say tweet against the system, what I mean by that is under your niche, there are underlying foundations or mentality that has become like a system, and you don't agree with, you can tweet against such things. Like somebody telling you like in my own niche now, somebody telling me that um, not everybody should be, uh, not every entrepreneur should be a salesperson. I'll tell you, no, every entrepreneur should be a salesperson. So you tweet against things that are within your niche, that but people have wrongly just followed those principles. You tweet against them, and to get you a lot of attention, a lot of more traffic and audience, then opportunity for you to also sell. Number three on engagement is you call out popular opinion. Call out popular opinion. There's a popular opinion that forex trading is a waste of time. People will lose money. People will, it is even a scam. Now, that's a popular opinion, but I tweet against those popular opinion because it's what I do, which have really made me a lot of money. You see my Euro account where I've done withdrawals of over 60 about now that particular account you saw there is for bank to bank transfer. I have withdrawals on Skrill, which is in e-wallet. I have withdrawal on Neteller, another e-wallet. I have withdrawal on Bitcoin. I have withdrawal in a UK domiciled account. So it's well over $60,000, 60,000 euros. So some people still believe that it can't work for them. So I tweet against or call out those wrong public or popular opinion. So you should also do that in your under your niche, and it's going to get you a lot of attention, get you a lot of audience, and opportunity for you to sell. So let's go now to how to grow your Twitter account. How do you grow your Twitter accounts? Because the more people who know you, the more people who follow you, the more you are most likely going to make money. I've done quite well in my own estimation within the last 1 year with just about 6,000 followers, and I've done well over 160 million of revenue with just about 6,000 followers. Now, if I didn't have as much as that number of followers, I may not have made so much revenue within that period. But I know the more I grow, the more you grow your Twitter account, the more avenue and opportunity for you to make money. So growing your Twitter account is very, very important to monetizing your Twitter account. Now, I'm not saying you are not you that have probably a very small account now, maybe 100 followers, 200 followers, that you feel like you can't achieve this, you can't make this work. Fine. If you feel like that, you think that way, it might be very impossible for me to make you think otherwise. But I need you to please don't harbor such thoughts. I didn't start with 6,000 followers. As a matter of fact, I said earlier that after following about 4,000 people, about 800 people unfollowed me. When I unfollowed about 4,005 people, about 800 people unfollowed me. When I lost so much followers and I had about 200 followers, that was when I actually started. So you filter away those who are not under your niche, those who are not your target audience, and you begin to attract your target audience because 100 uh, uh, targeted audience that are under your niche, 100 of them is far better than you having 1,000 of random people. So grow with time. If I can achieve 6,000 followers and over 160 million revenue within 1 year, then if that is what it will take you, if that is the requirement, I don't see if it is how that is too difficult for anyone who is serious to take. Give yourself that 1 year period to grow. And you see, to be even more easier, I was about 5,000 followers about a month or 2 months ago. And between that time, boom, 1,000 more. I don't know how many followers I'll be by the time you're watching this. This is I'm just about 6,000 followers in the first week of August. I don't know how many I will be at the time you're watching this, but I'm sure over time my Twitter account will be growing. But most importantly to the growth is that I'm not just growing with random followers, but grow with your target audience, because that's where your money is. So how do you do this? Number one, do a list uh, of your favorite big accounts and put them on notification. A list of your favorite big accounts and put them on notification. There are accounts who are bigger than your account under that your niche. Go and gather them, follow them, put them, put their tweets, all their tweets on notification. That's the way to start. Number two, tweet under the larger account. Those accounts that you have put on their notification, tweet under their tweets. You see all these big accounts, by the time they tweet or put something out and start getting engagement, a lot of people comment, a lot of people reply them, they engage with their tweets. So when you also have your own voice tweets, people go through those comments, go through those their replies, they will see your tweet. And if you are making sense, when I say tweet under them, tweet sense, so tweet valuable content. So they will notice you that who did this? Check you out. That's where the place of your bio is very important. Then follow you. Even those big accounts can, when they start noticing your tweets, valuable content under their own tweets, they will most likely retweet your tweets, which will give you more exposure. They will most likely even follow you. So it's a good way to increase or grow the Twitter account. Number three, argue with contrary opinion under the larger account. I said this earlier. Those contrary opinion that to your own opinion, you argue with them under those people's account, those big accounts, and it will give you exposure. Number four, quote big tweets, quote retweet big accounts. Now, when you are retweeting them, ensure you are putting valuable content. Quote big retweet big accounts. Number five, pay for retweet trends. Pay for it. You can do that. There are people who offer such services. Pay to those big accounts. I mean, they would retweet you. Some even you can even be on a monthly basis that you pay them on maybe 50,000, 100,000. If you can afford it, if you cannot afford it, fine. You can look for something smaller. But if you get that level, you can pay that they retweet you. The more they retweet you, the more exposure you get, the more target audience you get, then the more opportunity for you to sell. Number six, study how those big accounts are engaging and interacting from their tweets and from their tweets and replies, then repeat it. So, like I said, that's where I start. When I started studying Roland Street, Akinlabi Street, and I was looking at the way they were forming their tweets, their thoughts pattern, the timing they were pushing out, and I started using the same thing. I was just repeating the same thing, and I was doing that. I was getting a lot of attention. I was getting more followers, and I was getting the opportunity to sell what I sell. Then number eight is stick to your team. Ensure that you don't confuse people. Ensure that you don't confuse people. People need to come to your tweet because when they are seeing your engagement, seeing your tweet, and they will come to you. Now, let's come here. Let's go to the analytics. You see here now, see the engagement. See within the last 28 days. The last 28 days, I want to see how many people have come to check my bio. All right. So, link clicks. 339. That's not for the bar. Let me go to any good performing tweets. All right, see this now. I have 12,000, almost 13,000 impression, about 1,002 engagements. Now, what did I say here? In 2 years, I have learned a lot from Roland and Akinabi from afar without asking them questions. And those lessons have made me 8 figures in that period. Learned by observing the patterns and systems. There's an unwritten template in their tweets. I am grateful, sirs. So I tag them in this tweet. Now, see what has happened. In that period, for that tweet, people that saw that tweet, so many people have checked my profile. 357 people have checked my profile just from this tweet. Now, that's why it is very important that your profile, your tweets, your team timeline is well arranged. Everything is under your team. So don't confuse people. So when people come to your tweets, come to your profile, they should meet something, see something that would encourage them to follow you, encourage them to engage also with you. Number 9, give value. Give value. Give value. Number 9, give value. You have to give value. For you to grow, you need to give value. You can't grow just by tweeting rubbish. You have to give value. And that's where the place of motivational, inspirational comes in. That's where the place of actionable content comes in. Another thing you should know about giving value is valuable information that has to do with your niche. So you see me do a lot of threads on forex trading, teaching people practically about forex from my tweets, teaching people about sales and marketing from my tweets, teaching people how to grow their Twitter from my tweets, teaching people how to do CPA affiliate marketing from my Twitter. At times I run free offers, at times I run free training sessions. And people come and get value from it. So you have to give value. When you give value, it will be easy for people to follow you and also like you and buy from you. Number 10, be authentic. Don't do copy and paste. I've shown you how to do that. It's easy if you are serious. So be authentic. Don't do copy and paste. Copy, rewrite in your own words before you paste. Number 11. This number 11 is something that has really worked for me, especially in my starting up this that's last year when I started taking Twitter serious. Retweet groups. Now, how does it work? I need you to take note of this. How does it work? Max 7 person per group. And you can have up to 10 groups. How do you do this? So you look for people, 7, that's include yourself. So let's say you're looking for 6 people. You can start with one group. You create a group maybe on WhatsApp or on Telegram. You all come into the group. When you are selecting people, you have to be selective for the people that are coming in. If you have opportunity to bring people who have bigger accounts, good for you. If not, if are people who are within your range, your age mate, come together. So what do? You bring 6. In the 6, ensure minimum of 3 are within your niche. Then the remaining 3 can be from other niche. You bring them into your group. When you are in that group, what you do, you have 7 days in a week. Each person should pick a day of the week. So what we'll do is when you push out any tweets that you want them to retweet for you, you copy that tweet. Let's say this is my tweet now. You come to this button, you copy the tweet and paste in the group. If I'm on mobile on my phone, I can send directly from this button. I can send, there will be an option for me to send, not to direct message. I can send directly from there to the group I want to send it to. So you send it to the group for them to help you retweet. So when you send it to the group, they will retweet. Everybody on that day will know that day is your day. Say for instance, today is Sunday and Sunday is my day. Everybody in the group retweets any tweet I put in the group for them to retweet. So let's say 6 people are retweeting your tweet, immediately you tweet something. That will give you a good start. That means all their followers will see, those that are online will see your tweets. Their followers too will see it as they retweet it. Do you get? So it will give your tweet exposure, and it will also give it a good start. When people are follow, when they see that a particular tweet is gaining engagement, gaining traction, people also do the same. They see that people are liking, they will go and like. They see that people are retweeting, they too go and retweet. So it will give a good start. By the time you have 6 retweets, quickly, immediately you push out a tweet, it will be easy for that particular tweet to get to say like 15 or 20 retweets. So now imagine from that first retweet. So now imagine you now have 10 of those groups. That's like 60 retweets on your tweet on your deal. So you have a day. Other days you tweet, we also do that for other people. So if you can form these groups, it will help you gain exposure. It will also make you grow your account and make you make a lot of money. Now, I recommend that you do this on the days you want to run sales. So make it a day that you will run sales. So how do you run sales? It's not like you just put out a tweet about sales letter, as in your sales pitch. That's what I ask them to retweet. Most likely what you should do for them to retweet is you do a thread. For me, most times I do threads that will challenge people or that will educate. When you do those threads, and at the end or within the thread, you pitch your sales in it, then it will be easy for you to sell. You incorporate your sales pitch within that educational thread or inspirational thread. So when you do this, and they retweet, sales will come in. If you are doing it as I've just mentioned or taught you, sales will come. Number 12, pay some bigger accounts than you to give you unlimited retreat. I've said this, that you can do that, pay them to do unlimited treats for you, maybe 5,000, maybe 50,000, 100,000, depending on how much they want to charge. Some of them will not even charge you. When they see that you're doing good, they will just retreat you without you asking them to retreat you. I get a lot of retreats from Ronald, and without me really asking him to help me do that. When they see something they feel like retweeting, they retweet. So if you have people like that, fine, good for you. If not, there are people who will not mind collecting money to do it for you. So it will also help you. I remember there was a particular training I was to hold sometimes last year, and I put out a thread about that training, and Ronald retweeted that thread almost immediately I put it out. Then as I get a lot of retweets from it, coupled with my retweet groups, as I get a lot of retweet from it. Right, that training was about 50,000 naira per person. We had over 50 people register for that class. Now, when we got to the class and I was doing a survey of how they got to know about the class, about 50% of those people in the hall said they got to know about it through Roland's retweets. That's more than what money could buy for me. If I'm to pay him, I'm not going to pay him that much. So you can imagine people paid 50,000 naira, that's about 2.5 million naira. And half of them said they got to know about that class because somebody retweeted. So imagine big account retweeting you. It will go a long way for you. It will give you credibility. It will give you social proof. It will also help you make a lot of money. Number 13, Twitter analytics. This will help you to identify, monitor and identify or assess your tweets. You can identify your best tweet, like this particular tweet now, you know, it did well. So what I will do is come back to this tweet maybe like in 3 months and repurpose that tweet and push it out again. I guarantee it's going to do better than it did now. Why? Now, my account will have grown more than what it is today. So in the next 3 months, I have about 2,000, or I don't know how many I will have by that time, 2,000 more. Let's just say 2,000 more followers. Those followers might not have seen this particular tweet. So by the time I come here and I've seen my best tweets, I can push it out that time again. Those new followers will see it and will also take action, or the action I want those people also to. It will also give me more exposure. Now, another thing that this app or this platform will help you with is it will make you understand the type of tweet people want to get from you. Because if people are not engaging with a particular tweet, it's because they don't want it. And you should give people what they want, not what you feel like they should want. You can't force it to them. So you give them what they want. So how do you do that? You come here and you check out your best tweets. You can have depending on the size of your account. For my own account now, 12,000 impression is big. For somebody who has 50,000 account, 12,000 impression, it may not be much. Even 3,000 is big. 3,000 impression is big. So what I do is every account that is above 2,000 impression, every tweet that is above 2,000 impression are tweets that I would reuse. For me, they are tweets that have done well. So this will help you to monitor and review your tweets. So you now, aside you reusing those tweets, it also helps guide you on the exact type. So you can create something similar next in your next tweet. Not that you are repurposing that particular tweet, something similar, something in that line. You can create it. I put out a tweet this morning. Now this tweet is doing fine already. I put it out this morning. So you can you can look at the tweet tomorrow. Now I can come up with something that will also speak in this line, and it will also do as well as this one did, or even more. So ensure that you make good use of this platform. Number 14, affiliates. Affiliates are very good for you to grow your account. They will help you to push what you sell, push your account. So these affiliates are people who you will be making passive income from. So whatever you are putting out that you are selling online, you give them a certain commission for it. So when you give them commission, they will push your link, they will push your traffic. When they do that, you will make money and your account will grow because they are giving your account exposure. The more they push out your profile, push out your link, the more exposure you get. So look for people that you partner with. You are selling something for 10,000 naira, give them 4,000 naira to as their own commission for everybody that comes through them. And you see a lot of people online that would buy into this. So make use of affiliates. For me now, presently, from what I sell, I have about 600 affiliates in my Telegram group. So you can make use of them. They will make you sell more. They will also make your account grow. How do you then monetize? Where is the money? I've been talking a lot since And I think part of it, I've spoken about this, but let me now focus on where the money is. So how to monetize Twitter. Number one, what I do is I share my story. If you don't yet have such stories, share other people's stories. My experience in trading, my experience in making money, my experience in entrepreneurship, all these things, I share them. And when I share them, people relate with it, the story, and they follow me. They engage that tweet. Imagine the tweets I said I did about that I just showed you now on that I tagged Akin Labi and Roland. That tweet did so well that I took advantage of it and I sold. So how do you take advantage of it? You take advantage of it by your sales pitch. Number two, sales pitch. When you see that your particular tweet is generating interest, you incorporate your sales pitch to that tweet. Add to the tweet, like you put a thread, that tweet did well. You put another tweet, then collaborate with the first tweet. Then on your third tweet, it's a sales pitch. You are going to sell when you do that because attention is on you at that particular time. Then number three, which I've also mentioned, you take advantage of traffic. Anytime you are generating traffic, anytime people, you see a lot of people do their tweet will go viral. Bam. I've never had a tweet go viral. When I say viral, I mean like I have 1,000 retweets. No. But imagine what I've made from having 100 retweets, having 150 retweets, 200 retweets. I've made so much money from it. So imagine if I get 1,000 retweets or more. So it's because people don't actually take advantage of traffic. Whenever you are generating traffic, take advantage of it. Plug in your sales pitch that time, plug in an offer that time, make a sales offer that time, and you will sell. So what's the process of doing this? I post valuable content, I post proofs and testimonials, and I sell shamelessly. I'm not ashamed to sell. See, people may think, you may be feeling ashamed to sell. Don't be ashamed. If you don't sell, you will not eat. You will not make it. So sell yourself, sell your brand, sell your products, sell your services, push it out. Somebody is going to notice you and buy from you. Now, you need proofs for people to believe in you. You need testimonials. Push them out. Collect shout out from people. Let people give you their testimonials. Video, comments, written one, screenshot it, post it. When you do all these things, you'll be generating. So people will be watching to see if other people have done what you're asking them to do. So when they see other people that have done it, seeing their results, they will also want to follow suit. So all these techniques work so well for you to monetize your Twitter account. So as you are posting valuable content, ensure that you put proofs and testimonials, then sell shamelessly. So here are some of the accounts that I have on notification. Ronald Izumura, Akanlabi, Toyin Motosho, Andy Mukolo, Rina Jaga, which is Stanley, a good friend of mine, Emmanuel. They are all accounts, local accounts that I have on notification. I have some other who are not, who are non-Nigerians that I have on notification, who fall under my niche that I make use. That I've connected with these people. They've connected with me. I've bought their courses. Some of them have bought my own course too. So the partnership is there. Have partner with some of them. So you have how did we get to know ourselves? How do all this come to be? It came from Twitter, from me pushing out my brand, and they also want to relate with me. If you are not giving value, they will not relate with you. So these are some of the accounts I have on notification. I hope you also have me on notification. Now, things I sell on Twitter, things I sell on Twitter, the things that I sell on Twitter. What are the things that I sell on Twitter? Number one, I sell my CPA affiliate courses or course. I sell my CPA affiliate course. This my CPA affiliate course. Actually, I've got to know that I'm more like the only one doing that in Africa. So it's a good niche for me. So I'm like the number one in Africa. Brokers have confirmed that to me over and over for years. Nobody does it like I did. I do it, and even my sub affiliates. So I sell CP affiliate course. It's an iTicket course, about ₦1 million, 1.2, sorry, 1.2 million naira for one-off fee and 2 million naira for spread payments. You may be looking at it as, where will you get buyers? I have a lot of people. I've traded well over 200 people. Let me just leave it at that. I've traded over 200 people on Twitter within that 1 year. And I charge what I say I charge. Number two, my forex trading course. My forex trading course actually recently just came out. We did the pre-launch sales and did some good numbers. That's about 100,000 naira. Then number three, trading signal service. I also do trading signal service. I charge $100 per month. I do for 1 free month for people to come in and start charging them. Number four, Bourdillon Twitter that you have now. I just started selling that one too. And we've done also well within a few weeks that we started now with the pre-launch. So those are the things I sell on Twitter. Now, how do you scale? Scaling up and conclusion. In scaling up, by the time you start making money from Twitter, like I did when I started making money from Twitter, there are some things I started doing that made me scale faster than just going the way I started. One of the things I do is I give out jobs to people, like you give out jobs to people who are professionals in things that you want to do. Let's say, for instance, for copywriting, I don't even see myself as a copywriter because I know there's a lot that it entails. So there are some tweets that I want or threads that I want to do that I'll just I'll draft it in my own way, then send it to one of the copywriters that I use, and they will bill me. I will pay. Use the tweet that my own write up to form. They use their own copywriting skills to now form a thread out of it. Then would pitch a sales in that thread, and I'll post it for one of those agencies. They also give 100 retreats. So when they do um, the thread for me and I post the thread, they will go to the thread and do 100 retreats on it. So it make it get a lot of exposure. Then sales will also come in. So I make far more than what I pay. I pay 50,000 naira for that service. 100 retreats with a thread. So at 50,000 naira, by the time that thread goes out, 100 retreat follows, coupled with my own retreat groups and my own followers already, I will make far more than 50,000 naira that I paid. If you have it, it is a big way for you to make money and also grow quickly. When I do such, I can get like up to 100 followers that same day too. So you should, if you want to scale up, you can do that. Another thing that I do in scaling up is buying courses of those people who I look up to. I buy course to get closer to them. I buy their course to get closer, to get to know them better, and to also be able to relate with them one on one. So I will buy their course to get closer. It's not just by following them, follow on Twitter. Pay for their course, pay for their coaching, pay for their mentorship, just to get closer to them, to also understand them better. And also, I copy what they do, I make use of it, I make more money. What I pay for the course, I make it back from it. So you can do this to scale up really quick if you source out things that you know you are not best at doing, or you source out and you get courses and programs of those who are ahead of you, who you know will do you good when you come closer to them. So get closer to them, and if you need to pay to do that, pay. It will ensure you scale up faster and you will make more money than what you are spending. So in conclusion, why Twitter? Twitter is, for me, the best. It has the best conversion rate. There's a lot of money to be made on Twitter. Define your niche. You can't be doing everything. Stay on your lane. Be on your street. My own street is make money. Boarding on Twitter. That's where money is. Stay on your tweet, on your niche. Number three, your name is your brand. Protect your name with everything. Protect your name, everything. Um, and make it simple, make it very variable. Your bio setup should be something people will come see you. When they come to your bio, they would find you interesting. They will find you valuable to follow and do business with. Define your team. So your tweets should be within your team. Tweet within your team so that you don't confuse your followers or people who just come to check you out. Content creation. It is very important because content creation is key in monetizing your Twitter account. You have to push out content that people would engage with, people would love, and you have to do it consistently. You have to be pushing out content consistently. You must not be lazy in doing this. You shouldn't be tweeting less than 10 times in a day. How do you now get content to tweet 10 times, valuable content 10 times a day? That's where you go to that content creation. You learn a lot from that section. Then engagement. Engagement is life when it comes to Twitter. You people need to see you and know you. They need to like you and trust you. All this will come as you engage. So engagement is vital. Then how to grow. I spoke a lot on how to grow your Twitter account. It is vital you grow because the more followers you have, the more opportunity you have to make money. Now, how to monetize your Twitter? You push out valuable content. You post proofs and testimonials. Then you sell shamelessly. Sell shamelessly. Come out every day and sell. Make money every day. I make sales every day. If I don't make sales, I'm not going to sleep. You see, for me, sleep is a reward for work that I've done. If I have not done my work, I don't go to bed to sleep. So until I make money, I'm not going to bed. So, and when I say make money, it's not that I won't make money from other sources or other businesses, but from my Twitter account, I must make money. So if I don't make money, I'm not shutting down the system. Then how the accounts that I have for notification, like I said, you should have accounts, bigger accounts on notification. Or some might not even be bigger than yours. Some might be within your age group. When I mean age group, but these accounts that are making sense, speaking life to you, you also engage with them. Now, when you have this account on notification, by the time they tweet, one of the things that will help you is for that, why you should have them on notification is by the time they tweet valuable content that you also relate to, you will see it immediately. Then you can engage with it. Because if you are not seeing their tweets, by the time you come to Twitter, it might have gotten lost on the tail. So what you should do, you should have them on notification that as they do it, you can see their tweets, engage, with them. Then things that I said on Twitter, CPA course, my forest trading course, signal service, then Bourdillon on Twitter. So the links are also there. That's how I make money from Twitter. You have to sell something to make money. You can't be doing things without selling. So you have to sell to make money. So I sell. So find something you can sell. You can sell yourself, sell your knowledge, sell your skill. But definitely there should be something for you to sell. Then scaling up, spend money, outsource things that you know you are not best. That's not your area of strength, or you are not yet there. Outsource to people who can do that, and it will make you more money. I hope this have been uh, valuable to you. If it has been, please give us a shout out on Twitter. Send me a DM, whatever. You can put it on my page, and I would on my TL. I mean, post tag me, and I will also check you out. Now, for you that have bought this course, I want to do something for you, which I didn't put out when on the sales page, and that is send me a DM, probably just showing me a proof of your payments. Then I'll go through your tweets. I'll find time to go through your tweets. And if I see anything I need to advise you about, I'll do that. Just send me a DM with a payment proof, and I'll find time to go through your tweet with you. And you might be lucky that I'll ask for your contact and call you up. Then we go through your tweet together, strategize on how you can actually make money from Twitter. Now, go through this over and over again so that you can pick out the best things in it and utilize it. I beg you to utilize it. If you don't utilize, you will not know how powerful it is until you do it before you know how powerful this can be. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you on the winning money making side. Welcome to Bourdillon on Twitter. Bye.